So Logan Paul is actually going out sad. From now promoting Lunchly and Prime at the birth of his child to going on his podcast making a complete fool out of himself, still trying to beef with Dan TDM nearly a month after this situation has ended, plus starting beef and leaking screenshots of messages with Tommy in it who's 20 years old. Logan Paul really hasn't had the best month. If you need a backstory, essentially Mr. Beast, Logan Paul and KSI released Lunchly over the last month, and since all three of them are hated and the product is absolute garbage, they've been thrown into the perfect storm where literally no one likes these three at all. DTDM tweeted about them and they seriously haven't stopped crying ever since that point. But Logan Paul over the last week has done so much laughable crap on the internet that I just had to make this full video covering it. So to start, Logan Paul's wife gave birth to his first child over the last week, and you'd think during such a sacred time that most normal people would have the idea of putting the camera down, taking some time off the internet and, you know, being present to your wife and now child. However, for some reason, bro, Logan Paul doesn't really seem to understand regular social norms. Because I'm not kidding, bro, this guy actually decided that it would be a good idea to use this opportunity to promote Lunchly and Prime.
And of course, we have our snacks and our energy drink, none other than the greatest meals in the world. Lunchly, of course, we have the turkey, cheese, and cracker stack. Also the Fiesta Nachos, my personal favorite.
Love.
Like, goddamn, bro, we get it. You have a garbage Lunchables ripoff that is no better than the original, and you love KSI. Like, Jesus Christ, what kind of goofy brain do you have to be at the birth of your first child and actually think something like this is a good idea? Like, goddamn, bro, if I were Logan's wife in this video right there, I would leave, bro, on the spot. How the hell are you gonna take something so special and ruin it with your garbage products? Like, at least if you're gonna promote something at the birth of your first child, at least have it be something that's good. Then people could at least give you a little bit of respect for you. Imagine this kid grows up to be like 9 or 10 and then asks her parents to see videos of when she was born. Then Logan Paul whips out the only footage they have, which is her parents in the emergency room, her mother sitting there on the bed recovering, and her father sitting there with goddamn Lunchly and Prime talking about Fiesta Nachos and the turkey stackums. Like, damn, bro, where are your priorities at, Logan? Turkey stackums or your child? I get it that Logan is business minded, right? But this is pushing the line to a point I've never seen. Anyways, moving on from this, Logan Paul's podcast, Impulsive. God, isn't this just the greatest podcast you've ever seen in your life? Obviously, apart from the Talk To A podcast. Now, Logan Paul made a podcast with Mr. Beast and KSI, which I've covered in some of my other videos in the last week on this channel. But over the last couple of days, another banger dropped. This time it was with him and Mike Malak. Now, Mike is someone I'm normally pretty happy with. Normally, whenever he's on the podcast and there's some sort of conflict on the show, like whenever people are arguing, he's normally the only person that I can listen to because he actually seems to have a cool, clear head. But today, bro, he had a low light. I'm not gonna lie, the meat writing and glazing for Logan was on display here, on full display. Bro was doing the most tricks on another man's meat I think I've ever seen in my entire life. So there was a promo clip for this podcast when it came out, right? And let me just show you this right now because it is insane.
I'm a new dad. Maybe I should.
Show her to the world,
I mean,
bro.
she's here. Here's our baby.
Who is Dan DTM?
I want to be careful with my answer because I believe it could offend some Dan TDM fans.
Bro, still going on about Dan TDM. God damn, you guys actually have no life. Do you and KSI want to talk about anything else other than a Minecraft YouTuber who made one tweet going at your garbage company? I mean, seriously, you do know that Dan wasn't the only human on the planet who thought Lunchly was garbage. There's an entire sea of people to choose from, and you go for the 32-year-old dad who's actually outside spending time with his kids, not worrying about what people think of him online. Well, Logan, maybe you should actually take some advice from Dan. Instead of making podcasts crying over one tweet that was made 3 weeks ago.
You've made a better for you option.
Well, and it would have been fine if it was launched by normal people, but you guys are terrible people.
Mike spitting facts here, bro. Seriously, bro, like how many 360 spins are you trying to do on his meat? Like, bro, Logan is not going to be giving you any equity in the company. Give it up, G. Nah, but seriously, Logan's still claiming that Lunchly is a better for you option than Lunchables, even though it's been proven wrong so many times already, is absolutely crazy. Like, no the hell it's not, bro. Can we stop pretending that it is? We all know Lunchly is the same ultra-processed garbage that's in Lunchables. Everyone knows Lunchly is the same garbage. There is no difference apart from the packaging.
I'm gonna get emotional, but like watching Nina's motherhood activate was so fucking cool because I knew she was gonna be such a good mom. And
Some say Logan didn't actually see it because he was too busy promoting Lunchly. Okay, no, but seriously, obviously congratulations on the baby and whatever. I don't want to disrespect something like that. I mean, having kids is great and all. But bro, when you use that as a way to fuel your hate-driven social media following to your new lunch kit, which by the way, I'm not sure if I've actually mentioned this already, but it is not better for you than Lunchables, then surely, like, you're crossing a boundary, right? Now, Logan promoting Lunchly at his baby's birth and being a dumbass on his podcast aren't the only things he's been doing recently. Turns out that Tommy Innit, who is a name we really haven't heard for a while, somehow got dragged into this whole thing. So Tommy tweeted this out recently. He tweeted out, "Right, I'm done," showing a screenshot where in, you know, Logan Paul's podcast with Donald Trump, there's a chapter about the Gaza conflict and he's literally sitting here promoting Prime during that discussion. Just absolutely great from Logan Paul here. Like, bro, I know it's probably a coincidence and, you know, he was probably told that a certain amount of minutes into the podcast he'd need to promote Prime or whatever. But seriously, bro, in the middle of a Gaza conflict discussion, that is crazy work. I mean, look, bro, Logan clearly hasn't changed. He's always been that guy that really doesn't understand when things are supposed to be serious versus when they're not. He's always been that guy that's, you know, about money over morals. Like, bro, this is the same person that went to a suicide forest and filmed a dead guy and put it on YouTube. This isn't someone who's unfamiliar with being culturally so unaware. Anyways, then Logan Paul responded to Tommy Innit. That offline glaze is crazy though, showing a screenshot where Tommy Innit's saying, you know, that was incredible, talking about a video, and you know, that new video was awesome. I mean, cool. Like, you've literally just showed messages of Tommy Innit being nice to you and then you ghosting him because you probably think you're better than him or whatever. Like, I seriously don't know what this was supposed to prove. This was not the bombshell you thought it was. Then you got Jack Manifold saying, dude, these are from a year ago. What does this prove? Which, I mean, like, what does it prove? A year ago, bro, people didn't really hate Logan Paul as much. So obviously, you know, people like Tommy Innit probably still would have liked him. Obviously now something like that would have changed. Anyways, then Tommy Innit responded, "If the same week I had my daughter, I also lost a beef with Tommy Innit, I would kill myself." Bro, that is wild. Then Logan Paul responded, "Tommy is lashing out because I've been neglecting him. Sorry, I didn't chill with you, buddy." Also, I just want to point this out. Logan Paul still, after about a year and a half, has his replies on Twitter hidden. Like, bro, how much of a soft loser do you have to be to hide the replies on your Twitter? This is a point I haven't seen being pointed out enough, bro. Logan Paul is so sensitive to people talking bad about him on his Twitter page that he only lets people who he follows comment on his page, which is just people that are absolutely glazing him. Like, this is one of 3 replies in Logan Paul's comments. Shots fired, and it's just this gif. Like, bro, how much meat writing do you want to do? God damn, bro, you are not getting the Logan Paul sponsorship anytime soon, Harsey. You have to be the biggest meat writer I've seen in my whole life. And also, this tweet right here is literally Logan just, like, exposing a bunch of private messages between him and Tommy, where Tommy's, like, asking Logan for advice, and, like, Logan's just kind of blowing him off. Like, yeah, aren't you so cool, Logan, exposing messages you have with a 20-year-old Minecraft YouTuber and trying to use that to win an argument about you promoting your awful products in the middle of a Gaza conflict discussion. The thing about this, bro, is that apart from it being weird, is that you're showing messages of Tommy asking you for advice and being nice. This isn't even a roast or a dig. You're showing these messages and then showing you just ignoring him. This looks worse on you than it does Tommy. Anyway, Tommy replies saying, "Why do you keep posting private messages of me being kind to you? Are you stupid?" I mean, bro, it is crazy work from Logan going through all these messages, like trying to nitpick which ones are the worst and are gonna make Tommy look bad. And don't worry, bro, it gets worse, because Logan then replied saying, "Because you begged me for attention offline, then run to Twitter when I don't acknowledge you. Another fake internet kid." And then this Harsey guy replies again saying, "Lol, put that retard in his place." Bro, you actually have to be given like a #1 gold medal for the biggest meat writer of 2024. The glazing from this guy is crazy. And also, just replying to Logan's original tweet here, I mean, he didn't run to Twitter because you didn't acknowledge him. He literally just pointed out that you promoted Prime during a discussion about the Gaza conflict. Pretty much just pointing out that you're a soulless corporate loser who has no idea about any social norms or decency. You have proved absolutely nothing here. Anyways, then Tommy replies saying, "Wow, you caught me red-handed." And then this last tweet I found absolutely hilarious from Tommy, "You man-child, leave me alone." And it shows Logan Paul saying, "Call me back, I think we should handle this like adults." Bro, weren't you the one sitting there leaking private messages from a 20-year-old YouTuber? Like, what is wrong with you, bro? Oh my god, bro, the Lunchly brothers just keep taking L after L after L after L. Honestly, it seems like these guys just cannot stop taking L's at this point. Anyways, that's all we got from Logan Paul so far, so click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe.